This is Eric Posaple with Body Morph Pros. I'm here with bantamweight competitor Brandon Turner. Brandon, how's it going, man?
I'm doing pretty good.
So Junior Nationals, this is our, as you said, your fourth national show.
Fourth overall national show, third time here at the juniors.
Okay. How'd you do it the other two times?
2009, I believe I got fifth. I kind of inexperienced and I didn't come in very sharp for that one back in the day, but got the experience and it was good. Came back 2010, placed a little bit higher, got third, and I was very satisfied with how I came in comparatively. And tonight, hopefully, I do better. So.
Yeah, I saw out there today. I looked pretty good. It's always tough with you smaller guys. I'm being a super heavy. We always have problems coming in conditioning. You guys always come in conditioning. You guys always don't have enough size. Yeah, so you guys are usually the opposite. So it's always a very different way of looking at things when I talk to the bantams and the welters and stuff. But let's compare your conditioning to some of the other shows. Are you happy with the package you brought today? Do you feel like this is one of your better packages?
Yeah, definitely for the year. I requalified a month ago in Rockford, and basically I was just actually took your advice. I was coming in a little bit. Sometimes you need someone else to have a look at you. You think you look good, but you need those extra eyes to say, hey, you just need that little extra time. And sure enough, it took about 7 to 10 days that I needed extra, and it made the difference this time around.
So you had a few weeks off. What kind of changes did you make between Rockford and Junior Nationals today?
I really didn't change much. I knew just for the extra conditioning, I just had to keep the diet basically the same, and I didn't really change much. I kept my cardio where I needed to, and that made the difference.
Yeah, grind out that cardio is always it's the beast of burden. You got to get it done, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's tough. I'm one of those. Actually, I try not to do as much as probably you heavier guys, of course, because it's
because we're fat. You can say it.
No, mainly it's just because you're playing the size game and you want to make sure you're trying not to burn muscle. So it's one of those. So I tend to kind of get away with a little bit less cardiovascular, at least from that standpoint. But
do you tend to stay pretty lean all year round, or is it something that maybe you get a little heavier in the off season? You have a harder time coming in.
I think that's a good question. I think I usually do stay relatively lean, but I've found over the years, I've done bodybuilding in general just for many years. It's one of those where as you age, it definitely can tell the difference where conditioning takes it's a little bit harder. I mean, no matter how fast your metabolism may be at some point. I've noticed that this time around it's taken me longer than ever, so
Father Time, man. He wins 100% of the time.
Yeah. So yeah.
So obviously we're going to be coming off. You're going to be getting a trophy today, top 5 finish again here at Junior Nationals. Add that to the trophy collection. You're going to think about continuing with the journey this year. You're going to take some time off and come back at it later.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to take off this rest of this year. I had my sights set tonight where I wanted to have a better showing, and I know I did that. And I think that's the key is you can only improve on yourself. You can't control, obviously, the outcome. The judges are going to make their decision. I'm hoping top 2 tonight, and maybe next year going on to a bigger show possibly.
USA's or NAT, something like that, or maybe North American?
Yeah, maybe try the USA's. I'm not sure, but since I've done
Vegas is a nice place to get your feet wet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've heard it's a really good show too. So.
Yeah, you all these guys. You see a lot of the same expediters and stuff. They run really smooth shows, and I've had a lot of first-time competitors come up that I've interviewed, first-time national level competitors, and they're like, it's so amazing. You go from the local level to the national level. Yeah, these guys have licked it. They know exactly how to run it. It's smooth. It's flawless. They tell you to be somewhere at 9/11. You better be there at 9/11. So it's a welcome from some of the local shows that maybe aren't run quite as smooth.
Sure. Oh, absolutely. There's no doubt about it. At least you have some sort of a timetable, and you know kind of what's going on. Where just like you said.
Hey, some of these local shows I've been out at 1:30 in the morning. It's still going on, and I mean these guys have 800 competitors, and they'll be out right on time. So it's always welcome. So after this, we're maybe gonna grab some food and relax. And are you gonna stay in town for a little bit? Are you gonna head back out to Rockford?
I live kind of out that way, but not quite as far. But I'll probably just relax and probably head back home. And it'd be a long night, that's for certain.
So I mean, because bodybuilding, you guys won't get out till later. I don't know if maybe you're gonna stick around or not, or
yeah.
It's I don't know. I wouldn't want to drive that late at night.
Yeah, I'm not. That's a good question. Undecided, I guess, right now. So.
So let's talk about support people behind you. I'm sure you got a team of people that are help supporting you. You want to give a little shout out?
Interesting. Ma- My main support, my girlfriend, my parents. Pretty much, it's hard to say, but usually, a lot of times when I'm training, I'm kind of on my own a lot. So,
El Solo.
so pretty much, yeah. And it's hard. I think it's really difficult, training for any show, especially any national level show. To be able to do a lot of it on your own between prepping and training, of course.
Mm-hmm.
It usually helps to have a training partner. I know back in my powerlifting days, it was always good to have somebody. I was talking to somebody at the gym I work at the other day, and it was just like, I get back into powerlifting, and maybe one of these days, it's just nice to have a partner to train because it's very difficult.
And there's those days that maybe you don't really want to go to the gym, but that partner's sitting there, or maybe you don't want to do a couple extra reps, and that guy's like, hey, come on, get your ass going. And
Sure. Yeah, and there's other people in the. You can grab someone in the gym, of course, if you need a spot or whatever. And,
yeah, but it's a lot different than having that guy that knows you and knows your personality
Yeah.
and can kind of push you along. Because I actually preferred training with a partner. I know some people that prefer training alone, but I hated training alone because I would do something I'm like, yeah, it's good enough, and I go home.
Sure, definitely, it helps yeah, that's a good point. Definitely to keep you motivated and keep you on track. And the tendency is to take it easier,
Yeah.
especially if you're by yourself. And I guess if you're solo, the best thing you could do is just try to put up a game plan so that way you won't do that. I guess whether you're upping your volume or your intensity or however you're doing your plan for the workouts. I guess that'd be the best way to combat that. I guess is to be
Right.
able to.
Yeah,
figure
I would
out
never
a
do it.
plan.
I would never want to compete by myself. So
Yeah.
kudos to you. You're a better man than me because I'm way too lazy to do it by myself. Maybe that's why I'm a super heavy because I'm fat and lazy. But Brandon, you looked great on stage today. I think you're going to be another top 5 for you. Put another trophy in the trophy case for you. But on behalf of Brandon, this is Eric Posable with Body Morph Pros. Thanks a lot for coming up. We'll see you tonight, and we'll see you guys back at the shows.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. Congratulations.
All right, cool.